Go right ahead, Lloyd. I just stopped recording so it could capture your presentation. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Andrew, so much. I need to check to see if our guest speaker is online. Do we have Patrick? We do. So Patrick.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, so we will move ahead with your presentation. So would you like me to do the slideshow myself over on this side?
Yes, do that, please.
Okay, just give me 1 second and I will set that up. Okay. And share screen. Somebody will need to stop for me to allow me to share. There we go.
You may.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Patrick, it's for you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Lloyd, and everyone else on board. As you have heard, my name is Patrick Ulemu Nkhoma. I am from Malawi. I am Continental Project Director for UnityNet African Diaspora, and also a President for UnityNet Africa, UnityNet Malawi chapter. So I'm here today to make a presentation about in relation to the World Kiswahili Day, which has been commemorated today from Africa, more especially in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. They have celebrated this day. They had their own events in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. So I also thought it wise to present something to us as the UNI and UNAD as part of the joy as well as celebration together with our counterparts in African nations. So as I indicated, my name as well, I would like to welcome you all as we are starting our presentation this evening. Actually, here it is evening in Malawi, so wherever you are, but now we are going to start our presentation. So the title of the presentation is Determining the Future of Commerce, or for Commerce Development and Networking. That is the area that we'll be discussing in this presentation. Yeah, let's go to the next slide. Are you there? No, right? Are you there? Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So before as we continue with the presentation, I would like us to take through the introduction of the World Kiswahili Day, which is commemorated today and celebrated as well. So I'll start by this introduction to say Kiswahili is the first African language to be honored by the United Nations educational and scientific organizations, which we call UNESCO. This is due to the declaration that was made in Paris on November 23rd, 2021, during, sorry, are you there? The screen now has just turned to, yes, thank you. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Yes, so this was due to the declaration that was made in Paris on November 23rd, 2021, during UNESCO's meeting, member states, for the first session. So recognizing Kiswahili globally will celebrate the multicultural enrichment and way of life of the African people in general. Yeah, so I just wanted to share with you the background of the day that we are celebrating today as World Kiswahili Day or the Indigenous Language Day. That the genesis of the date of it is that it was declared by the United Nations or the UNESCO, which marked this day, 7th July, that people from actually from over the world will be able to celebrate this day as they are as part of the development in as far as languages are concerned. So why Kiswahili language when there are so many other languages spoken in Africa? Our next slide. We want to understand the reason why we should speak Kiswahili in most African nations, while there are so many languages in the continent. Why choosing Kiswahili? Let's go to the next slide, please, Lloyd. Next slide. Yeah, so the question says, why Kiswahili or Swahili language? So the answer now is that at the moment, Swahili is among 10 of the most spoken languages in the world. Yes, you have given me the third point, but I wanted this one. Yes, the reason why we should celebrate or we should speak Swahili language is that Swahili is among the 10 most spoken languages in the world. So it has been over 200 million speakers who mainly come from East Africa, Southern Africa, and Central Africa. So interestingly, Swahili is also used in the Middle East. And then the East African Community, EAC, the African Union, AU, and the Southern African Development Community, SADC, uses Kiswahili as one of the official languages. So globally, the language is taught in many tertiary institutions. As a matter of fact, Kiswahili was established as a unit of United Nations radio in the 1950s. It is also the only language from Africa integrated within the United Nations Directorate of Global Communications. Yes, next slide. Next slide. Yes, thank you. So this is a very short presentation that I'll make. So I will just read a little bit one by one so that maybe we can also have a clear picture of the why I took time, or so I took part in commemorating this day by doing this presentation. So what does the declaration achieve? The declaration is key instrument in facilitating regional cohesion as stipulated in the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs 2030. At the same time, it has helped in the effective execution of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, ACFTA. The agreement seeks to form the world's largest free trade area in Africa. This will be achieved by connecting about 1.3 billion people living in Africa. Yes, so again, Africa's intercultural identity cannot be isolated from the demands of a unification of people of African descent. It is an integral part of consciousness as individuals prepare for and pursue their roles in society. It is essential in the economic struggle for upward social mobility. It is vital for self-esteem, patriotism, and the national and the international unity. It is also an asset in the international relations. So these are the achievement that we can also reckon on this day as the World Kiswahili Day. So there are a number of achievements that have been recorded, but these are also some of the achievements that we can also count on to say, Africa is developing, Africa is moving, because there is now one language that will be spoken in Africa, and not only in Africa, but even in a diaspora, even outside the African continent. So this is one of the achievements. And again, there's also, at the same time, it has helped in the effective execution of the African continent free trade agreement. So we can see that the free trade agreement has been one of the two. Actually, the language will be used in this area for African nation or African people to do businesses in this category of ACTA. So this is actually a very good program for Africa, and then for those who are engaging themselves in businesses, the barrier of the language, the communication will be easy with the language. And again, we can also see that Africa intercultural identity cannot be isolated from the demands of unification of people of African descent. So there is a unification of the intercultural diversity in African nations and global nations. So it has also been an asset in international relations. So this language has been an asset as well to international international relations actually. So this is very important as one way of the achievement, or one of the achievements in this declaration of World Kiswahili Day. Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. Next slide.
I believe it's just a little bit slow on your end, but I have updated it on page 4.
Yes, on page 4 is where we are going now.
I'm on page 4 already. I'm not sure if it's just not updating on your side quickly enough.
Yes, we all see page 4, Patrick, except you. Patrick, we see page 4. Do you?
No, I don't know what happened.
Well, we see it. You know what's on page 4. Tell us about it. Development for Africa.
Sorry?
We see page 4. If you have it in front of you, then please proceed. We see it.
Oh, you see the page 4?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Now, okay, so my phone maybe has got a problem because it's still there. Page 3 is Now, thank you. It has come. Yeah. So we were on the achievement of the declaration of the day. And again, we are talking about the development now for Africa. Remember that my title was determining the future of economic and also development. So we were looking at the development that has been made or that will be made through this declaration or this day. So what area is development considered to be, especially by Africa? It is defined as a deliberate acceleration of modernization, interpreted as synchronized forward transition of economy, government, political system, and society. What has been achieved in the West since the 19th century? So, number one, the creation of a well-developed and productive economic system embedded in the international trade relations. And also, again, number two, a government apparatus that is able to provide or help provide essential services in the fields of education, healthcare, housing, and security, a political system that ensures collective decision-making processes resulting in citizens feeling connected to the outcome and each other, and a society which is sufficiently open and offers space for various individual and collective ambitions. So we can see also that there's development in this declaration for Africa. There's development for Africa in this declaration. So those are some of the development that Africa will continue to also look into in terms of development. Yes, next slide. Next slide.
We see
The next slide has been changed to I just did it
yes,
early, so you can see.
Yes, it has come. Yeah, so the other area that we are also looking into is networking of the intercultural diversity. So as we are continuing with this topic, I mean this side, more especially this section of networking, I was looking at the various or indigenous languages we have here in Malawi. So briefly, let me just take you through the languages that we have here in Malawi as part of the commemoration of this Swahili Day or Swahili language. We have Chewa. Chewa is a tribe, and also we speak Chichewa. Our national language here in Malawi is Chichewa or Chinyanja, because these people, the Chewa, are also all those people who came first in Malawi. So we adopted the language from the Chewa, which is a national language. It is also a subject on its own in our in school curriculums. So we actually we also learn this language in our classes in our schools. So this is Chichewa that we are speaking here as a national language. And then there's the Lome people, Lome group of people that also speak their own language. And then there's Lambda, there's Ngoni, there's Ngonde or Nyakusha, there's Sena, there's Tonga, Tumbuka, Tonga, Yao. So these are the tribes that we have here in Malawi that have also comprised the nation of Malawi, because they speak their own languages, different languages. But when it comes to school now, we all come together and we speak one language, that is Chichewa. So as we are commemorating this day of Swahili or Swahili language, I can see that now the Chichewa, our Chewa people, Ulemu people, Lambia, Ngoni, and everyone else will be able actually to also communicate in other languages other than Chichewa itself, but also other languages like Swahili in our schools. We will be able to communicate, more especially in the areas of even businesses and then other ventures. So UNESCO's 2003 Convention on the Safeguarding of Intangible Cultural Heritage, ICH 2018, observes that through ICH, humans are granted of sustainable development apart from the cultural diversity. It knows that ICH brings human beings closer to one another, and this contributes to helping them understand each other. Thus, it appears that ICH plays a huge role in reducing conflict among human beings through making the world a socially and, by extension, politically stable place to live in. Yeah, so that's a good part of networking now in as far as this day is concerned. Yes, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so coming back to one of the tribes that I mentioned above is the Ulemu culture. I just want to briefly talk of this culture because I am belonged to it. I am a Ulemu by tribe, so this is my culture. That's why I want to at least talk a little more on this. Ulemu language is a Bantu language. It belongs to Niger Congo Bantu language family. So as the Bantu people, ranging from the Swahili themselves, the Swahili, the Yao, the Tonga, the Tombokas, the Chewa, and everyone else, we are one family as now the Bantu family. So the Ulemu people came to Malawi a little bit late than those who came earlier than them. These are Chewa people came first. They are the first settlers in Malawi from Congo actually. So these Ulemu people now, Malcolm's go through this classification of Bantu languages. We can find them into group P32 or 33. So the language or their culture and everything that we want to know about the Lumus, it is classified in Malcolm Guthrie, I think, writing, yes, or archive or whatever. Yes, so these are the people. And then I can also say that the Lome people came through Mozambique from Niger Congo, and also they came along with their counterpart, the Yawas, which are part of the Arabs. The people here in Malawi, we have this kind of Yao people. They are Arabs, they are Muslims. Their language is Arabic. So they came together from Mozambique to Malawi, and then they settled in the region of in the southern region of Malawi. Is where they settled, together. Yes, so on the picture there, we only see the little girls, girls celebrating or dancing, actually as part of the cultural festivals. When they are gathered to celebrate the cultural festivals, this is how they dress up. This is how they look like. Yes, so I just wanted to talk a little more on this tribe. Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. Hello. Next slide, please.
The next slide is showing for the rest of us, so it's just a little bit of a delay to coming to your phone.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. All right then. So they actually I can't see it here, but I just wanted to add to on that because I know the slide. There is a lady there. On her head there is a clay pot while dancing in that style that you could see. Yeah, so it's part of also a part of celebration or their festival, culture festivals. So this one was taken last year when we were also celebrating the culture day in this group of people that we call Mlako Alomwe, or a group of or celebration of the Ilome culture group or cultural heritage. Yes, so in Malawi, speakers of Ilome language are estimated to be 850,000 according to Ethnologue 2015, while other Ilome dialects spoken in Mozambique have been studied extensively. Malawian dialects are lacking such an opportunity. So today I also wanted to speak my own language, Ilome language now, just to greet people in my own language that I speak as Ilome. When we want to greet someone in Ilome, like good morning, we say Moseriwa. And then if you want to say, how are you? We are saying Mokala Pama. So that's an interesting language that I can actually speak. So I'm happy because of the day that we are celebrating all together, this Swahili Day. And then in Chichewa, good morning, muli bwanji, mwasuka bwanji, good morning, muli bwanji, mwasuka bwanji, good morning, mwasuka bwanji. How are you, muli bwino? So the Meneso, actually that is how we also speak. And then there are also languages like Tumbuka, they also have their own way of greeting. Yes, so thank you. Let me come down to the next slide. Yes, so as we could see that the declaration of World Kiswahili Day has a remarkable events. Several important things have happened on this day. For instance, the date marks several important days in Africa, as on July 7, 1954, the late Mwalimu Julius Nyerere of Tanganyika African National Union TANU, and the first president of Tanzania chose Swahili as the unifying language of his country. So later on, the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, who was the founding father and president of Kenya for the suit, he used the language to mobilize Kenyans during the struggle of or struggle for independence. And again, on the same date in 2000, another landmark event took place in the East African region. The almost dysfunctional EAC was revived to stir up the cooperation, the spirit of cooperation among the East Africans. So this day, we can see that it has a number of events, we could see in Kenya, Tanzania, and then East African. Yes, so finally, as I am coming, actually, as we are winding up, as we're also going to the end of this presentation, there is an interesting snippet about the language. The structure of the Kiswahili language is a blend of Arabic and Bantu people or Bantu language. It has acted as a unifier between larger African communities. Additionally, it is used as the main trade or business language along the African coastal region. Kiswahili has the potential of making it into the school curriculum of Western countries. So I am also happy here to say that since the declaration, we heard about it last year, but even some people here in Malawi, they are celebrating, they are saying, no, this is good because some of us, we are traders. When we go to Tanzania, when we go to Kenya, there is a challenge in communication. So this is one of the things that we will learning this language through, from here in Malawi, we will learn from our schools. So part of the business community are happy with this development. I'm also happy with this development. So yes, as we are concluding this presentation, I want to leave you with the question. The question is, what is it, or what is the, how do we see the development in this declaration or on this day of World Kiswahili Day? Thank you so much. May God bless you all, and thank you for your attention. Bye for now, and then we can come to the other comments and the suggestion. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much,